Welcome to Heaven Voice Today, where the voice of God meets your heart. Every day we bring you powerful gospel reflections, divine messages, and heartfelt stories of faith, hope, and healing. This is not just another Christian channel. This is a sacred space where Jesus Christ speaks to you, personally. If you're looking for guidance, encouragement, or a deeper connection with God's Word, you're in the right place. Let His voice lift you, comfort you, and lead you into His peace. Subscribe now and let heaven speak into your life today. In this profound and deeply moving message, God reaches out with unparalleled tenderness to the sensitive, weary, and spiritually discerning souls who have long endured battles both seen and unseen. With vivid imagery and anointed words, this message unveils the spiritual reality behind emotional sensitivity, delayed dreams, and the burden of generational patterns that have quietly shaped lives. God reminds us that the tears we shed and the emotions we carry are not weaknesses, but sacred signs of His nearness and divine activity within us. He reveals how the Archangel Michael has been interceding, guarding, and making divine rearrangements that have protected destinies. Through a long-awaited confession and divine unveiling, the Lord breaks hidden spiritual chains that once held us captive, releasing a flood of freedom, joy, and divine restoration. The message calls for full surrender, a wholehearted yes to God's timing, and a willingness to step away from old wounds, toxic influences, and spiritual stagnation. The listener is empowered to reclaim their divine identity and walk into a new season of restoration, generational breakthrough, and prophetic clarity. With spiritual authority, heavenly reassurance, and unwavering love, God confirms this is not just encouragement. It's a divine invitation to destiny. Dearest child of mine, do not feel guilty for being so deeply sensitive. Embrace the intense emotions that you have felt, as they are a sign of my presence in your life. In your tears, I am there to comfort you and heal your pain. In your darkest moments, I am planting seeds of hope within your heart, waiting for them to bloom into something beautiful. I want you to understand that these feelings are not a figment of your imagination. They are messages from me, a reminder that you are not alone in your struggles. Even when you feel weak and lost, know that my hand is always there to guide you. Your soul has always longed for confirmation, for a sign that what you are feeling is real, and I am here to provide that for you. Do not ignore the yearnings of your soul. Do not let fear or doubt silence the inner call that you hear. Your sensitivity is a gift from me, a blessing that will lead you to greater heights and depths than you have ever imagined. Trust in the longings of your heart, for I am the one who placed them there. Believe that every deep emotion you experience is a reminder of my presence in your life. Surrender yourself fully to me. Let your tears pave the way for my transformation and renewal in your life. As you respond to my call, you will experience a change that is indescribable yet undeniable. A deep joy, a steadfast peace, and an unshakable hope will become a part of who you are. Now, in this sacred moment, the mysteries of your life are being unveiled under the light of my glory. The truths that were once hidden are now being revealed to you. The time you have been waiting for has finally arrived. Embrace this moment with open arms, for the promises that once seemed distant are now within your reach. This is the truth. This is a sacred moment orchestrated by the divine, where I, your Creator, am personally intervening to disclose what you must understand in order to transition into the next phase predestined for your spirit. There is only a brief span of time remaining. merely 20 minutes as per the heavenly schedule, before Archangel Michael, the heavenly being entrusted with safeguarding and battling on behalf of the chosen ones, approaches you. The sanctified air is gradually permeating the space where you are present. If you allow your heart to be still for a moment, you will feel the very atmosphere surrounding you expand. Your heartbeat resonates with a deeper, more sacred rhythm. Unspoken words, silent pleas lingering in your soul, are being presented before me like a sweet-smelling offering that will never be disregarded. My child, prepare your soul for after this day, after this sacred moment. Your existence will never be the same. A revelation will be made, a revelation about you, about your true value in my sight, about the divine potential I embedded within you from the dawn of time, about the celestial blessings you have yet to fully grasp. That which was once concealed by sorrow, by abandonment, by a feeling of inadequacy, will now be unveiled in gentleness yet with great authority. Therefore, do not shut off your heart at this juncture. Do not allow old wounds, painful memories, or silent uncertainties to cloud the divine opportunity your spirit has been yearning for across countless seasons. I am aware that you have traversed through dark valleys, through tempests that many could never comprehend. I know there have been inner conflicts within you, battles fought in solitude without complaint, without a plea for assistance. But my dear one, even if the world turned its back on you, I never did. My angels surrounded your bedside during your longest nights when you lay in silence, gazing emptily into the abyss, desperately seeking a glimmer of hope amidst a sea of hopelessness. I witnessed you when no one else paid attention. I noted every sigh, every silent tear, every supplication that words could not articulate. I observed your heart quivering yet refusing to surrender. You believed you were alone, but in reality, my angelic host never left your side. Every time you believed you had plummeted beyond rescue, they supported you with unseen hands. Every time you thought you were beyond redemption, it was I who covertly placed signs to guide you back. There are truths about yourself, about your destiny, woven into a grander scheme than your mind has ever dared to envision, awaiting disclosure. But to receive them, you must open your heart. You must release every burden. You must trust that I love you not because you are faultless, but because you have been mine since time immemorial. My cherished child, prepare your heart like fertile soil, eagerly anticipating the first rain of the season. Allow the tears to flow. Let your heart quiver. Do not stifle it. Do not compel yourself to be strong in a moment when I simply desire you to be tender before me. In the process of breaking, I will reconstruct you with the most precious elements, such as unwavering love, boundless grace, and heavenly strength. My dear one, calm your heart even more deeply, for what I am about to reveal will touch the deepest parts of your soul. Amid the silent unfolding of events, a soul has confessed a secret directly related to you. They have long tried to bury this secret deep within their mind, hoping that time would erase it and that the truth would never come to light in your life. They fear the weight of what they know is coming when you uncover it all, knowing that it may create a divide between you. This confession, their trembling admission, is intertwined with your future. It is a pivotal moment, a sacred crossroads where your life will break free from invisible chains that have held you captive for so long. The heavens have been stirred by their words, as they had erected walls that blocked blessings from reaching you. You had sensed that something was amiss, Doors meant to open were shut and joy slipped away, leaving you questioning yourself. Today I assure you that it was never your fault. It was the result of words spoken without love or truth, creating a distorted current in the spiritual realm. These words formed a web that hindered blessings from reaching you. Now, in this moment, I am bringing to light all that was hidden. I am delving deep into the origins of procrastination, into the abyss where the adversary believed he could hide indefinitely without being discovered. This is the reason behind the unexplained burden that weighed on your soul. Even in the midst of external abundance, you felt trapped. It seemed like you were struggling against an invisible barrier that refused to yield no matter how hard you pushed. But let me assure you, my dear, that era has come to a close. The negative words spoken against you, words with spiritual significance, words that erected barriers casting doubt on your worth, are now being overturned. My name, my power, and the precious blood of my only Son are breaking every chain. The unseen shackles are falling apart. The hidden accusations are being brought to light, and the truth, the divine justice, is illuminating the deepest, darkest corners. You will no longer wander in exhaustion. I am guiding you out of the maze of confusion. You will no longer chase after fleeting happiness only to see it slip through your fingers. I am granting you a joy that cannot be taken away, a peace that cannot be disturbed. You will step into a new phase where your steps will be steady, where what you plant will bloom at the right time, where blessings will find you and settle in your home without obstruction. My beloved child, be prepared. Open your heart to receive the renewal that is flowing from my throne. Choose not to look back to what is damaged and old. Decide to let go of burdens that do not belong to you. The burdens of bitterness, the burdens of endless questioning that your soul no longer needs to bear. Allow me to fill those empty spaces with my abundance, with new life, with the power of a life liberated from the past's old words. You will not just be healed, you will be multiplied, the lost years, the missed opportunities, the shattered dreams. I will gather them, restore them, and make them bear fruit far beyond your expectations. And all of this will not be because you are deemed worthy by human standards, because you are loved, chosen, and destined to reflect my glory on this earth. In recent times, Archangel Michael, the valiant warrior of heaven, has been tirelessly working to cut through all the distractions in your life, the noise of worry, of busyness, of the heavy, nameless thoughts, to bring you a message from above, a sign, a murmur, a gentle stirring in your soul, all meant to rouse you from the unseen drift that has been surrounding you. Michael has been on guard at the threshold of your thoughts, knocking on the door of your heart with the insistent urgency of the divine, hoping you would hear and respond promptly. But alas, each time you turned away, each time you postponed due to fear or got caught up in temporal matters, each time you sighed and said, "I'll listen later when I have more time." As I become more prepared, it seems as if you have unknowingly penetrated the core of the one who adores you immensely, the one who is desperately striving to protect your soul from unseen dangers that your eyes cannot detect, but your spirit has long perceived. Do you realize this, my child? The urgency in my spirit is not the rushed haste of this world, but the reverent trembling before significant events about to unfold. When I call out to you urgently, it is not because I am impatient, but because I can clearly see what you are not yet able to see. I am aware of the twists and turns in your future, the traps that have already been set, and the potential situations that could steal away precious years meant for joy and abundance. My dear, do not allow history to repeat itself. Do not let divine opportunities slip away like drifting clouds, for there are fleeting moments that may never return. I share these insights not to instill fear, but for you to realize that this is no ordinary time. This is the season for you to grasp what I am offering with both hands, with all your heart, and with a trust that goes beyond your understanding. For a long time, your soul has been in a battle that your body has barely acknowledged. You might have thought your weariness came from work and daily pressures, but in truth, a spiritual warfare has been waging over the skies of your life. Invisible to human eyes, yet thunderous in the spiritual realm, these unseen battles have dampened your joy, dimmed your hope, and weighed down your dreams to the point they feel like distant, heavy clouds hanging over you. You have felt this tension in sleepless nights, in heavy-hearted mornings, and in moments of quiet contemplation when sadness seems to well up out of nowhere. This is not merely emotions. It is the struggle of your soul in a spiritual battle because you are on contested ground. You are on the brink of a breakthrough, and the enemy is doing all he can to thwart your progress. But fear not, my cherished one, for you are not alone in this fight. Archangel Michael and the heavenly warriors have been by your side and continue to stand with you. My gaze is fixed on you unwaveringly, and my hand is always extended to lift you when you stumble. Today I urge you to do one thing. Listen. Open your heart like parched earth, longing for rain. Allow me to guide you out of the cycle of procrastination and give you the courage to confront the signs I have already sent your way. Behind a simple act of obedience today lies a door to unimaginable greatness. Behind a humble surrender stands a life-changing breakthrough for your soul. Step out of the cycle of delay, away from silencing the quiet voice of your soul. Say to the Lord, "Today, I listen. Today, I stand prepared." And as you make the choice to embrace obedience, I assure you of this. I will bestow upon you clarity, strength, joy, and a newfound power that will transform your life. The barriers that once stood between you will crumble. The hidden arrows targeting your soul will shatter in my presence. You will no longer be held captive, but will walk as a free being, child of light, inheriting the magnificent promises of heaven. My dear one, take a moment to reflect on those restless nights, filled with unease, the moments when sleep eluded you, leaving your mind in turmoil. The peculiar dreams that startled you awake in the dead of night, heart racing with fear. Do not dismiss these experiences. Do not blame yourself for being too sensitive or fragile. You tried to push these visions aside, convincing yourself they were mere figments of imagination. But I tell you now, they were more than that. You have peered into the spiritual realm, touched truths beyond human comprehension. Your soul awakened to the unseen forces at play. Those unsettling symbols, the closed doors, the looming shadows, the whispers in the dark, they all carried a message. You have been granted the gift of spiritual sight, a unique ability to perceive what others cannot. These images were not meant to frighten you, but to alert you, to equip you. You walk in a battleground where your soul is the coveted prize, sought after by both light and darkness. Embrace your sensitivity as a precious gift to be nurtured, protected from the distractions of the world. Do not allow those who are blind to the depths of their own souls to belittle your gift. Do not let the world's mockery extinguish the flame of discernment within you. You have been awakened, called to a higher purpose. Once you have glimpsed the spiritual realm, there is no turning back. This heightened awareness may at times burden your heart, but see it as a privilege. You have been entrusted to carry light into the shadows, to stand at the threshold between realms, to intercede, to speak out when others remain in slumber. Remember, my child, with great power comes great responsibility. Trust in the path laid before you, for you have been chosen to navigate the unseen currents with grace and strength. On some nights, you may feel the urge to escape from the overwhelming spiritual realities and return to a simpler life, free from the burden of sensitivity. You may envy those who seem carefree and unaffected by the deeper truths of existence. But my dear, it is your sensitivity and ability to perceive beyond the surface that sets you apart. It is a gift, a divine calling that shapes your journey. Do not be afraid of the visions, dreams, or symbols that come your way. Instead, bring them to me, ask for guidance, and trust that I will illuminate their meaning. I will help you distinguish between heavenly messages, echoes of the soul, and deceitful whispers of the enemy. Trust in my guidance, for I will lead you through the shadows with peace and faith, not fear and suspicion. As you learn to interpret dreams, recognize signs, and navigate the chaos of this world, you will become a beacon of light in the spiritual realm. Your prayers will shift unseen battles, and your words will summon angelic forces to dispel darkness. But it all begins with trust. Trust in your intuition, trust in my presence, and trust in our journey together. Do not doubt the stirrings in your heart. Embrace them, seek understanding, and open your soul to new revelations. Through this process, you will witness miracles beyond imagination, for you are not meant to merely exist, but to thrive, to radiate with the eternal light of the Creator. Remember, this message is not random. It is a specific call to awaken to your true purpose, despite the efforts of those who once held power over you. They feared the light of truth, for it would expose their hidden agendas and release you from their control. But with courage and faith, you can step into your destiny and shine brightly, influencing the world with the brilliance of your spirit. They dread the possibility of losing the very status that once confined you within a web of confusion, reliance, and boundaries they carefully constructed around your spirit. However, I want to assure you, my dear one, that their power is crumbling. The invisible chains that once tethered your fate to waiting, to procrastination, and to a lack of inner liberation are now being shattered by the strength of divine illumination. The control they once wielded is gradually slipping away like brittle leaves losing their grip in the shifting winds of the Holy Spirit. I understand that this may be a hard truth for you to accept. The pain of betrayal may cut deep as you realize that the love you gave was exploited and the trust you nurtured became a tool of bondage. But know this, I am revealing the truth not to break your heart, but to rescue you from the invisible prisons that have sapped your vitality, chipped away at your hope, and delayed the fulfillment of my promises for you. This is not a time for regret. It is not a time for bitterness. This is a time for celebration, for you are being set free. You have spent too long acquiescing to things that do not honor your soul. You have endured too many limitations that could have been shattered long ago if not for those chains. You may have believed that these restrictions were due to your own inadequacies, your own weaknesses. But no, my child, There were unseen forces that disguised themselves in affection and intimacy, only to subtly undermine your trust and divert you from the destiny I had laid out for you. Today, I have come to break those chains. I have come to unveil the truth before you. I have come to place in your hands the true key to liberty, a freedom that cannot be stolen, bargained for, or manipulated by anyone. And I ask of you now to trust completely, to let go of the desire for vindication and to allow me to handle everything in my way, a way that is far more wise, just, and loving than anything you could imagine. Allow me to fill your soul with a peace that transcends all understanding. Let me mend the old wounds and fill the voids left by fractured relationships. Prepare your heart, for you are on the brink of a new season. A season of clarity, liberation, and boundless joy. There will be those who may not recognize you anymore, as the light within you will shine too brightly for those accustomed to dwelling in the shadows. New paths will unfold, new doors will open, places where only the chosen ones can walk with you. Gone are the days of conforming to old molds that no longer serve you. A new chapter is unfolding in your life, one filled with beauty, strength, and abundant blessings. This is not just a mere unveiling, but a divine intervention to break every chain that has held you back from your true potential. The truth that was once hidden in the shadows is now coming to light, much to the surprise of those who thought their secrets were safe. Their whispers and manipulations aimed at undermining you are being exposed, no longer able to hide behind false smiles and pretense. The confession of their wrongdoings has brought to light the schemes that were meant to derail you from your path. It may be difficult to accept the betrayal of those you once trusted, but do not let bitterness take root in your heart. Instead, see this revelation as a chance for inner strength and growth. This exposure will not break you, but rather make you unshakable. This is not a downfall, but a purification process that will set you free from the toxic influences that once held you back. With each passing day, you will feel the weight lifted from your shoulders and your spirit will soar with newfound clarity. Embrace this separation as a protective shield, guarding you from harm and guiding you towards a future filled with grace and blessings. The negative words that once haunted you will lose their power, allowing you to walk in freedom and confidence like never before. I have ordained that what was once concealed must now be brought to light. The obstacles that once hindered you will soon become stepping stones towards your ascension. You will be amazed to witness the emergence of new and genuine connections, founded on honesty, unwavering faith, pure affection, and divine guidance. The individuals whom I will bring into your path will not demand you to validate your value through efforts. They will instantly recognize the radiance that shines within you. Their spirits will bear witness to the spirit dwelling in you. Therefore, my dear one, resist the temptation to dwell on the past with regret. Do not lament the things I have chosen to eliminate. Do not mourn the outdated bonds that have withered away long ago. Move ahead with a resolute courage enveloped in unshakable tranquility. The future that awaits you outshines every loss you have endured. You are now liberated from the clandestine criticisms that circled behind your back. You are no longer under the sway of unseen influences. You belong to me, and no one can snatch you from my grasp. Be bold, my child. Lift up your head high. Allow the refreshing breeze of the Holy Spirit to propel your life towards uncharted waters teeming with fresh opportunities. Each stride you take from this moment onward will serve as a testament to the triumph of light over darkness, of liberation through truth, and of my eternal love for you. You are on the brink of an extraordinary breakthrough, a pivotal moment shaped by silent supplications, hidden tears, and delicate dreams that you were hesitant to vocalize. However, for that door to swing wide open, it requires more than mere desire. It calls for a wholehearted affirmation from the deepest recesses of your being, a consent that stems not only from the intellect, but also from the trembling heart and the vigilant soul. Not because I lack the ability to act independently, but because my love for you burns fervently. I seek companionship, not coercion. I extend an invitation. I do not impose. Today, this breakthrough awaits your complete surrender, an unequivocal yielding without reservation. Do you realize, my cherished one, that a hidden current has coursed through your family lineage for generations? A recurring pattern, an unbroken trajectory that eluded notice, a subtle whirlpool that thwarted attempts to reach for the light in your bloodline. Dreams deferred, opportunities slipping through fingers just as they seemed within reach, footsteps hesitating midway for inexplicable reasons. Now inevitably it has turned its gaze towards you, seeking to ensnare you with invisible chains, whispering doubts in your ears. You are unworthy. You will fail just like your predecessors. Abandon all hope. Your destiny is predetermined. It attempted to sow weariness, indistinct fears, nameless discouragement. Yet, it did not anticipate one crucial factor: my divine presence in your life. The unquenchable flame that has silently flickered within you, even in moments of unawareness. The soft yet persistent call that urges you to pause, to listen, and to opt for a different direction. By engaging with these words, by letting your heart embrace and resonate with the voice from eternity, you have disrupted the old chains. You have shattered the tightly woven cycle that has transcended through generations. You have awakened something that darkness had depended on, remaining unchallenged. You are not just halting a cycle, you are shattering it. Beloved one, this is not just a personal struggle. This is a battle for your ancestry. Each affirmation you make today is unlocking a gateway for future generations to walk into liberation. Every step you take in faith, no matter how minuscule it may appear, is etching a new mark on your family's historical narrative. A mark of liberation, of healing, of abundant life. You may feel fearful. You may feel insignificant in the presence of the unseen forces that have long steered the path of your family's history. But remember this: the power that stands by your side is 1,000 times stronger than the power that has ever opposed you. While those forces may be adept at instilling fear, they cannot triumph over a soul that dares to stand firm in the light. Through your uncomplicated yet courageous obedience, you are rewriting the story. There are moments when you may question, why you? Why must you bear the burden of a battle that seems like it should have been fought by another? But my dear one, look again. It is your loyalty, your compassion, and your thirst for justice that led me to choose you. You are not abandoned in this battle. You are entrusted, empowered, and divinely guided. I am by your side. I fight alongside you. And I have bestowed upon you the power not only to step into your own liberation, but to break the chains for those you cherish. Those who may not even comprehend yet how desperately they need to be rescued. Do not believe that your quiet choices go unnoticed. Every time you reject fear and choose to have faith, the heavens quake. Every whispered prayer you offer is a clarion call in the spiritual realm, shaking the strongholds erected upon falsehoods. Every iota of faith, even the faintest whisper of agreement, becomes a weapon that strikes at the very core of darkness. So I urge you, move forward. Respond to my call. Do not merely linger on the cusp of breakthrough. Leap into it with the bravery woven from the very vulnerabilities you have entrusted to me. I am not asking for your flawlessness. I am asking for your readiness. If you dare to trust, to consent, to step out, you will not only witness a transformation within yourself, you will witness the ground beneath you rejuvenated. You will see fractured relationships reconciled. You will see doors that were once shut tight to your family swing open wide to welcome a new era, an era of things once deemed unattainable. Oh, beloved one, the harvest awaits the hands that have dared to sow in tears and persevered in faith. Be courageous. Continue moving forward, for it was no coincidence that you entered this world at this precise moment in history. You have been handpicked to bring closure to what needed to be concluded and to initiate what had never been embarked upon before. I, the one who has loved you from before time began, the one who has never looked away from your challenging journey, promise that I will never abandon you in the midst of it all. Whenever you progress, I will be the force propelling you forward. Whenever you falter, I will be the inner strength pulsing through your veins. When uncertainty creeps in, I will serve as the gentle reminder. Beloved child, your destiny is one of triumph. Therefore, O bearer of the legacy of transformation, step into your role. Let your affirmation echo throughout the heavens and the earth, breaking every age-old chain and paving a new path of glory. Not just for yourself, but for the forthcoming generations who will one day utter your name with gratitude. I have observed your journey with clarity surpassing all others. Each time you stood firm in belief despite facing only ridicule. I understand the moments when you felt like a stranger in this world, when your cherished values were scorned and your faith was scorned. I have witnessed, my cherished one, every forced smile you wore to conceal the unseen scars etched within your soul. I have not only noted the instances when you gave generously even in times of scarcity, I have cherished each of those small sacrifices as a sweet fragrance ascending before my throne. In those instances when you quietly extended your hands to offer not just material possessions but also empathy, support, and hope, even while battling your own unseen void, all those acts of love were not missed by me. I have also seen the instances when you held back from retaliation despite having every reason to defend yourself. I watched you suppress the urge to cry out against injustice while others spread falsehoods to tarnish your reputation. Your heart may have yearned to speak out, but instead, you knelt in silence, presenting me with that suffering as a fragrant offering. Do not believe for a second that those silent sacrifices went unnoticed amidst the chaos of this world. In my realm, each quiet sacrifice reverberates with eternal echoes. My child, I have also observed the moments when you stepped aside to allow others to shine. Even when you possess the ability to stand out on your own, I see the nobility within you, the beauty of sacrificing your own opportunities to elevate others so they too can bask in the warmth of light and love. You did not do it for acclaim or recognition. You did it because deep within you burns an exceptional flame, the flame of authentic compassion, the flame of a spirit that mirrors my essence. Remember this: every single instant, every silent decision, Every tear held back within your soul, none of it went unnoticed by me. Not a single act has been forgotten. Each sacrifice you have made has been noted by me in the book of life, etched on pages brimming with unconditional love. The rewards you thought were forgotten in the depths of oblivion are now ready to be bestowed upon you. The seeds of kindness and forgiveness you sowed in tears have taken root and are on the verge of blossoming beyond your wildest expectations. The hurtful words that once tried to bring you down will now serve as a stepping stone to lift you higher. The strength of grace that sustained you through slander and betrayal will now be a testament to your unwavering faith. Every lost opportunity, every stolen moment will be redeemed for you in abundance. Your acts of love in the face of hatred, forgiveness in the midst of revenge, and loyalty amidst betrayal have opened doors to blessings that no earthly force can close. This upcoming harvest season is not about what others have seen or heard, but about the quiet perseverance and steadfast dedication that only you and I know. The reward awaiting you is not just fleeting happiness, but a profound satisfaction that transcends worldly desires. It is a confirmation from the depths of my heart, which has seen your every sacrifice and never forgotten. Stand tall, for the day of vindication is approaching, and when I act, no one will doubt that it was my hand that lifted you up, wiped your tears away, and honored you in the presence of those who once scorned you. I remember not only your actions, but also your restraint in the face of provocation, your choice of love over vengeance, your silent endurance. Your reward will surpass all expectations, surpassing even your most daring dreams. You are never alone on this journey. I have walked with you through every dark night and every painful morning. Keep moving forward, my beloved, and do not be deceived by temporary silence. I hear you, and I am ready to pour out my glory upon your life. Do not let the temporary obstacles make you question my affection. I will keep my promises and prove my love to you. When I act, everyone will witness it. You are my cherished one, the one I have selected to showcase my greatness and embody my unchanging benevolence and steadfast loyalty. This message has reached you not by chance, but through my deliberate plan. This moment, seemingly ordinary, is actually a pivotal point in your fate. The reason behind your palpitations and the faint yet clear sense of impending change is the opening of heavens before you. Something mighty and profound is stirring in the unseen realm. The barriers that blocked your true destiny are starting to crumble. The gates that have been closed for so long, gates you were unaware of, are now ready to swing open. These words you are reading, filled with grace, are not ordinary ink on paper, but keys specifically made for you, placed in your hands by my eternal love. Each word, each sentence, is a call to awaken your spirit, igniting dreams you once thought were lost. These keys have the power not only to unlock new opportunities and dreams, but also to break the invisible chains that have bound you for years. You and only you have been chosen to receive these keys, not because you are flawless or stronger than others, but because within you burns a small, unquenchable flame of desire. I have seen you even when you felt invisible, calling you out of doubt and uncertainty. There are parts of you that have been locked away due to past wounds, failures, and hurtful words, but I did not create you to dwell in darkness. I designed you for light, for freedom, for a life of abundance beyond imagination. Today I offer you the keys. I urge you to unlock the doors you closed, to embrace what is rightfully yours, things prepared for you even before time began. You are not just a face in the crowd. You are engraved in the palm of my hand. I have heard every beat of your heart, understood every sigh you breathed. Today, I offer you a key that not only opens doors for your own journey, but also unlocks destinies waiting to be touched by the light shining through your life. You might doubt your worthiness, reflecting on past mistakes and moments of weakness, feeling inadequate for the sacred task ahead. However, remember that I, who have witnessed you at your lowest points, have chosen you not for your perfection, but for your willingness and longing for truth. I have seen the battles you fought in silence, the temptations you've resisted when no one was watching, and the moments of unwavering faith amidst opposition. As the one guiding you, I urge you not to hesitate or doubt yourself. Take the key with shaky hands, turn it with a heart bearing scars, and let the light flood in. This light will not only illuminate the darkest corners of your soul, but also guide others who are lost. You were born for this moment, crafted for a unique destiny that I will see through to completion. Be courageous, step forward, and let the melody of life designed just for you resonate through the universe. Your life is a testament to the triumph of light over darkness, love over fear, and faith that can move mountains. The truth within you, quiet yet powerful, is awakening ancient parts of your being buried beneath the dust of busyness and compromise. This undeniable truth carries a frequency that resonates with your soul, forming an unbreakable connection. Allow yourself to feel the emotions stirring within you, to shed masks and burdens, and to embrace the tidal wave of change approaching. Do not retreat into old habits of indifference or self-protection. Instead, open your heart to the transformative power of this moment, knowing that I am with you every step of the way. In this pivotal moment, as the call reverberates from the depths of your soul, a doorway is flung open before you, ushering you into the breakthrough your spirit has been yearning for across countless weary seasons. And beyond this breakthrough lies not desolation. Behind the crumbling of old barriers, behind the shedding of worn-out armor, lies not defeat, but a restoration more dazzling than anything you could have envisioned before. Amidst the tears that belatedly arrive, there is not fragility but profound healing, a restoration that seeps from the very core, not through your own might, but through the gentle yet invincible power of the one who loves you with a steadfast affection. Do not be apprehensive of the tremors coursing through your heart. Do not be startled as the pillars you once deemed unshakable begin to quiver. These tremors are not intended to dismantle you, but to dismantle the decaying structures and replace them with something novel, sturdier, more profound, and drenched in love. Following these tremors, consecration will unfold. A consecration, not merely for survival, but for triumphant existence. A consecration not solely for the healing of your ancient wounds, but to equip you to mend others. A consecration not confined to only you, but flowing through you to reach those whose fates eagerly anticipate your resolute steps. There are but 20 minutes left, 20 minutes standing between eternity and this immediate present. During these fleeting minutes, heaven holds its breath in eagerness. And in this sacred hour, Archangel Michael, the valiant warrior of the realm of light, stands by your side. He does not come bearing a sword raised in wrath, but with eyes aglow with love and patience, anticipating your surrender. He stands there, a loyal guardian, his gaze unwavering on your bewildered soul, prepared to fight on your behalf should you offer a nod of assent. The surrender that heaven seeks is not a capitulation wrought from despair. It is the release of burdens you no longer need to bear. It is not a surrender to defeat, but a declaration of triumph, laying down the crown of your life at the feet of the only one worthy to wear it. It is not yielding out of loss, but an admission that self-reliance can never lead to genuine life. It is the realization that your hands, no matter how adept, still require a hand grander, mightier, and gentler to guide the way. While a battle may rage within your mind, the part of you accustomed to surviving through control, distrust, and ceaseless striving may resist, may strive to drag you back to the familiar shores. Know this: if you persevere through this turmoil, a new existence shall unfurl. A new chapter inscribed by the loving hand of God Himself will unfurl before you. Perfection is not a prerequisite for entry. All that is needed is willingness. Comprehension of all matters is not obligatory for acceptance. Only trust in the faithfulness of the one beckoning you, in the assurance that He remains true to His word, never leading astray, never reneging on a vow. If you have the courage to let go, to trust, to take a step forward, the blessings waiting for you will surpass your wildest imagination. Beyond every aspiration you have held dear, beyond every silent plea you have whispered through tears, do not let this opportunity slip away like a passing breeze. Do not allow the past or the future to rob you of this divine chance that is presented to you in this very moment. As your soul listens, as your heart sinks with the eternal call, I urge you to surrender. Release the hold on what no longer aligns with your divine purpose. Open your heart to embrace a new beginning, a life meticulously crafted for you, bought with the currency of eternal love. And you will witness that when you softly say yes, a river of vitality will inundate your being. The burdens you carried in silence will melt away. The invisible chains that constricted your steps will shatter. You will rise not with a heavy burden of unseen sorrows, but with a newfound sparkle in your eyes, a fresh vigor in your spirit, and a melody resonating from your core. You will traverse the path not as a mere survivor, but as a chosen one. You will not plod through life, but you will sprint. You will dance. You will sing across the fields of liberation that once seemed unattainable through your tears, and all will perceive. Yes, they will acknowledge that the divine hand is upon you, that you are no longer the same, that you have truly been redeemed, transformed, and anointed for a purpose much grander than yourself. There have been murmurs in hidden alcoves where you never knew your name was being uttered. There have been calls beckoning your name, not with apathy or disdain as before, but with profound regret, with an intense yearning that cannot be stifled. Someone who once thought they could easily erase you, someone who assumed your absence meant nothing, now whispers your name through tear-streaked eyes during sleepless nights when guilt haunts them. And heaven, yes, heaven has heard every sigh of their restless souls. Not a single tear shed in silence, not a single prayer muttered under duress has escaped the attention of the one who comprehends even the unspoken words. And now the plots, the hushed insults, the covert transgressions that took place in the shadows are being overturned by the righteous hand of God. Every disdain, every rebuff, every instance of neglect that you endured and overcame with grit is now being unraveled and reversed. A divine transformation is unfolding, quiet yet unstoppable. The scales have been readjusted. What once oppressed you like the burden of injustice is now being lifted from your shoulders, replaced with a crown of honor that heaven had long prepared for this very day. The name that once brought tears of despair and disappointment will now be celebrated not by mere human accolades but by the divine affirmation of God Himself. The very place where you felt rejected, where harsh words wounded your spirit, where you felt abandoned, will now become a sanctuary of honor, respect, and upliftment by the hand of the faithful and true. You are on the brink of receiving favor in the very places where you were once overlooked. The doors that seemed closed to you, the opportunities that slipped away, will now swing wide open, not by your own efforts, but by the power of the one who holds the key to all possibilities. Those who once underestimated you will have to acknowledge the radiant glory that now envelops your life, a testament to the heavenly protection that has always been present, even when it seemed invisible. But dear one, this transformation can only come to fruition if you embrace this sacred moment without hesitation. Do not let doubt harden your heart, but allow the words echoing from eternity to penetrate deep within you, igniting a flame that cannot be extinguished. Embrace the promise of new life, sprouting from what was once barren and lifeless. Keep your heart open, even when old wounds ache. Let the truth, both bitter and sweet, cut through the chains that bind you. Do not stifle your tears or suppress your emotions, for in vulnerability lies true freedom and victory. There is a strength in surrender, a power that descends from above. There are blossoms that can only bloom when your heart softens, miracles waiting to unfold when you release the hardness within you and allow love to seep into the hidden recesses of your soul. You may have armored yourself in false strength, believing you needed to be tough to survive. But today, dare to be tender in my presence. Triumph by shedding the burdens that weigh you down. True safety lies not in control, but in surrender. Not in defense, but in trusting in the protective embrace of the divine. I know your heart trembles with a mixture of fear and longing. But remember, dear one, every quiver of your soul in the presence of the sacred is a sign not of weakness, but of profound connection and transformation. It is in your moments of vulnerability that my strength shines most brightly within you. When you let go of self-reliance, my power can flow through you like a mighty river bursting its banks. So, my chosen one, open your heart wide. Let these words, not just words, but rivers of living water, pour into every crevice of your being. Allow me to cleanse away the remnants of disappointment, bitterness, and hidden pain. Let me mend every shattered piece, rebuild every fallen barrier. And now, on the unyielding foundation of truth and eternal love, a new season approaches. A fresh chapter is unfolding, not filled with wearisome struggles, but with gentle guidance, not marked by futile battles, but by destined triumphs. With all you have faced, with every tear shed, with every choice of forgiveness over revenge, love over hate, you are the one ready to step into the breakthrough meant for you since the dawn of time. Heaven waits with bated breath for your response. The Archangel Michael stands by, unwavering and patient, like an impenetrable fortress, poised to fight for you if only you say yes. A simple yet powerful yes that can reshape your life forever. Do not let this sacred moment slip away like a passing breeze. Grasp it with both hands, with all your heart, with every fiber of your longing soul for true freedom. For I, the one who ignited a flame within you, will see it through to glorious completion. And those who doubted you will watch in awe as I turn your ashes into crowns, tears into laughter, and obscurity into everlasting honor. You once shrank yourself, dimmed your radiant light to appease others, to fit into their narrow expectations. You buried your true self, held back by a heart that was too compassionate to cause harm. But now, dear one, it is time for this charade to end. The fire within you is not meant to be hidden. The melody in your soul should never be silenced. The strength and beauty I placed in you were not meant to be constrained by worldly approval. This is the season of transformation, where all that was locked away within you is let loose to soar. Fear, shame, and past burdens are losing their hold over you. It is time to embrace the fullness of who you truly are, to let your light shine brightly for all to see. The invisible shackles that once held you captive in the belief of your unworthiness, inadequacy, and insufficiency are now disintegrating and falling away in the presence of the truth. I am infusing a fresh breath of freedom, restoration, and divine validation into your being. This wind of liberation cannot be obstructed by any opposing force. The condemnations that aim to crush you and the toxic words that try to devalue your worth are losing their power. Before the throne of justice, every malicious accusation has been silenced. I have decreed for the heavens to wipe away all allegations brought against you. Your reputation, tarnished by others in the past, is now being rewritten by my hand in the radiant skies of eternity. No one can disgrace what I have uplifted. The crown I have bestowed upon you will remain undimmed. This truth is approaching you like an unstoppable wave, not to harm you, but to cleanse you from the filth and blemishes imposed on you by the world. When this truth touches your soul, tears may flow uncontrollably. These tears will not signify sorrow or despair, but a profound sense of liberation that words cannot fully capture. They will be the tears of a soul that recognizes it has been seen, understood, and unconditionally loved. These tears will purify your innermost being, washing away old scars, painful memories, and forgotten aspirations. They will pave the way for new beginnings, ready for abundant harvests. Every moment of your journey, every pain you have endured, and every silent sacrifice you have made has been acknowledged by the heavens. All of these experiences are being distilled into a sacred anointing oil, preparing you for your elevation. What the enemy meant for destruction, I am transforming into the foundation for your throne. The ridicule and scorn you once faced will be transformed into the jewels adorning the crown I am placing upon your head. This metamorphosis is not solely for your benefit, but is meant to radiate outward, impacting others around you. When you ascend, you not only lift yourself, but also elevate those around you. Your inner light, when fully ignited, will guide lost souls and offer hope to those in despair. By stepping into your true calling, you will open new gateways for your family, community, and the generation you are destined to influence. To manifest this destiny, you must choose not to retreat in the face of fear, not to diminish your essence when others fail to grasp your greatness, and not to apologize for shining brightly in a world accustomed to darkness. You are summoned to stand proudly, to move with the confidence of someone fully aware of their identity, their origins, and their purpose. No one else can determine your path for you. No one else can lead the life specifically crafted for you. It is you, with your hesitant but firm affirmation, who will shatter the constraints of the past. It is you, armed with your gentle yet unwavering bravery, who will transcend previous boundaries and step into the realm that awaits you alone. I cannot guarantee that the road ahead will always be smooth. There will be days when the winds are against you, days when obstacles try to make you doubt your decisions. However, I assure you that you will never be alone. I will be the breeze that lifts your spirit when you grow weary. I will be the warmth Within your heart when the world turns cold, I will be the voice in your soul reminding you that you are cherished, you are selected, and you are destined. Thus, my radiant child, stand up. Let the inner light within you shine without seeking approval. Let your soul's melody echo regardless of whether the world comprehends it. With every step you take, leave behind a trail of love, of liberty, of unyielding fortitude. For everything is in flux now. Every barrier is collapsing. Heaven leans in, holding its breath, anticipating your rise. And I, the one who has cherished you from the very beginning, am grinning, reaching out my arms, singing the victorious tune over you. Advance, my cherished one. The kingdom awaits. The crown of victory is ready. The light you once concealed is now free to radiate, not with fear, not with hesitation, but with brilliance, with completeness, just as you were meant to be. And now, I urge you to let go of all that no longer serves your journey. Do not cling to the shattered remnants of the past simply because they are familiar. Do not grasp onto what once had significance but now only burdens you. Do not allow the faded memories to hinder your progress into a new season that awaits you. Let it all fade away like the final leaves of winter, so that your heart can be cleansed, ready to welcome the fresh blossoms of hope, of life, of sacred rebirth that I have uniquely prepared for you. Open your hands, your heart, your soul wide to receive the approaching renewal. Do not resist, do not delay, for the gift I offer you is unlike anything you have experienced before. It is not meant to break you, but to elevate you higher than ever. It is not meant to demand more effort from you, but to liberate you from the burdens that have weighed on your soul for too long. Above all, my dearest one, I implore you not to turn away from this divine invitation. Do not wound my heart by disregarding what I have meticulously planned for you since before time began. Do not reject the miracle that is reaching out to embrace you out of habit of doubt. Do not let fear or weariness cloud your vision at this pivotal moment in your life. This is an exceptional opportunity, a moment that has been predestined. It is a time that has been eagerly awaited by the universe, with angels looking upon it with hope in their luminous eyes. If you let this moment slip by, there are still many blessings and achievements that I will bring into your life. My love for you does not hinge on your perfection, but you will miss out on unique gifts that only this moment can bestow. The healing you have longed for during those lonely nights, the deliverance your soul has silently yearned for, and the restoration you almost gave up dreaming about are all within reach, waiting for you to open your heart to receive them. Do not allow yourself to overlook the truth that could transform your life forever. Do not let the fear of confronting painful realities hinder you from stepping into true freedom. The truth may initially shake you, but it is not meant to crush you. It is sent to free you, to illuminate the darkest corners of your soul so you no longer have to live with hidden wounds, unspoken words, and nameless pain. Someone unexpected has come forward and confessed to the things you have sensed within your spirit. They have acknowledged the words spoken behind your back, the lies and betrayals that you sensed but had never confirmed. This truth is not meant to shame or seek revenge, but to liberate you from carrying burdens that weigh heavily on your heart. When you hear this truth, it may stir up emotions and cause walls to crumble, but those tears are a sign of healing and release. They are evidence that your soul is being healed from its deepest wounds. After facing this truth, you will undergo a transformation. You will no longer need to wear masks to protect yourself from harm. You will walk in true freedom, not by denying pain, but by confronting it in the light of unwavering love. I am not asking you to face the truth to break you, but so I can give you new wings to soar. Broken and damaged wings once weathered in the storms will now be mended, fortified with grace and empowered by the divine. As a result, you will take flight, freed from the shackles of fear and the past, no longer burdened by hurtful words or self-doubt. You will soar with eyes ablaze, secure in the knowledge of unconditional love. Your voice will rise in a melody of liberation, the anthem of those liberated by truth. Moving forward without shame or remorse, you will exude the unwavering self-assurance of someone who recognizes the immeasurable value woven into their very essence by the Creator. Those who once scorned you, neglected you, or inflicted wounds upon you will witness the transformation unfolding in your life, not to shame them, but to beckon them into their own journey of renewal. For I, the Lord your God, compassionate yet just, will not only rescue you from the shadows, but will also utilize your experiences to illuminate the way for others. My beloved, there is a profound truth I wish to impart to you today, to etch deeply into the fabric of your being. You have never traversed, nor will you ever traverse this path alone. Even in your darkest hours, when you felt abandoned by the world, when you perceived yourself as isolated in the vastness of existence, celestial eyes have always watched over you, shielding your tender spirit from perils beyond your awareness. The Archangel Michael, the eminent warrior of the kingdom of light, has been dispatched to your aid time and time again for a singular purpose: to safeguard your precious soul from even the slightest hint of darkness. He has defended you not only in overt battles but also in unseen skirmishes, when you teetered on the brink of spiritual annihilation without realizing it. There were occasions when you interpreted life's delays as setbacks, rejection, or injustice. Yet many of these delays were instances when Michael intervened. He erected imperceptible barriers to thwart forces conspiring to obstruct your progress, forces seeking to impede the fulfillment of the destiny appointed to you. Those apparently fortuitous events that thwarted the enemy's schemes, those unexpected deviations that prevented you from straying off course, those disappointments that ultimately led to your salvation, none were mere chance. They were orchestrated by Michael and the host of guardian angels, who vigilantly safeguarded your soul. In addition to shielding you from harm, Michael left subtle signs along your journey, spiritual markers that, if heeded, whispered reassurance that you are never forsaken. A radiant light cutting through the darkness, a word of encouragement from a stranger, a vivid dream impossible to forget, a mysterious prompting that diverted you from hidden snares laid by malevolence. These were not mere coincidences. Soft whispers from the Archangel Michael, heavenly nudges guiding you along a path you may not fully comprehend. Time itself seems to bend to ensure you are in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, fulfilling a destiny written for you long ago. Michael stands at the crossroads of time, his sword of light warding off delays and ensuring you have the moments needed for growth and preparation. Your faith, nearly extinguished, is revived by heavenly breath. An invisible hand lifts you when exhaustion threatens to overwhelm. You are not insignificant. Heaven itself has sent mighty archangels to guard your path. Your soul is precious, bearing the imprint of the Creator, radiating a light so potent that darkness trembles in fear. A new season is unfolding before you. Doors once closed are swinging open, and the battles fought by Michael have cleared the way for a destiny more glorious than you could have imagined. As you lift your heart in prayer, Do not reject the deep emotions placed within you. Embrace this season of transformation, stepping forward unshackled and radiant with glory. Trust in the divine guidance that has brought you to this moment, knowing that you are cherished and guided by forces beyond comprehension. Guide me in embracing each tear that falls, each flutter of my heart, recognizing them as signals of your presence. May my heart remain tender and receptive to your gentle touch. May my soul always maintain its divine awareness of your nearness, which you have graciously instilled in me. I trust that the deep yearnings in my heart are not fleeting desires but seeds planted by your divine hand. Strengthen my wavering faith so that I may boldly step into the unknown waters where you beckon me, knowing that I am neither abandoned nor alone. I surrender to you the silent tears and invisible battles that only you truly understand. I ask that you use these streams of sorrow to pave the way for your light to flood in, healing the barren areas within me and rejuvenating my tired soul. Grant me the courage to fully open my heart to the new chapter you are leading me towards. Help me release every burden, every lingering memory of the past, every vague fear that tries to cling to me, so that I may confidently step into the breakthrough you have prepared for me since the beginning of time. I thank you for breaking the power of old lies and ancient curses over my life. I bow before your truth, asking that your word would penetrate deep within me, breaking every invisible chain and setting me free into the destiny you have ordained for me. In moments of fear and uncertainty, remind me that what I feel is real. Teach me to walk by faith, seeing beyond the shadows to recognize your guiding hand in every step I take. I express gratitude to Archangel Michael for his constant protection over my soul. May he continue to shield me with his wings and help me hear the divine call you have for me, so that I may not miss the appointed moment in your grand plan for my life. I surrender myself completely to you today. I let go of my efforts to control and invite your power to move freely in my life. With every yes I speak, may it lead me towards a richer and more abundant life in you. Guard my heart from bitterness when faced with harsh truths. Pour the oil of healing on the wounds left by betrayal. Grant me eyes to see that exposure of darkness is not meant to harm me, but to guide me into eternal freedom within your unchanging love. I choose to trust in the work you are doing. I believe that every shaking is not meant to destroy me, but to establish a firm foundation. Give me the strength to stand firm, to sing a new song in the midst of chaos, and to reflect your glory more brightly than ever before. I offer this prayer in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. For those who have a deep connection with the divine, remember to click the subscribe button and enable notifications to stay connected with the enlightening messages from above. By doing so, you will never miss out on the spiritual guidance that will help you strengthen your faith and experience a life enriched by the boundless love of the Almighty. Let's embark on this journey of spiritual growth together and bask in the warmth of His eternal love. Thank you for joining us today on Heaven Voice Today. If this message touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, God speaks every day. You just have to listen. Come back tomorrow for more reflections from His heart to yours. Stay blessed, stay faithful, and keep listening to the voice of heaven. See you in the next video.